So the focus goes on the temperatures and the story that's setting up here for the weekend. We're starting off warm, and later on this afternoon, we'll be back in the mid-70s. Already, we're starting to see those winds start to pick up a little, near 10 miles per hour this morning. We'll see them up 10 to 15 later on this afternoon. And as we go hour by hour, we are expecting the clouds to break a little bit throughout the afternoon, but near sunset, those clouds will start to increase. That's when the cold front gets a little closer here to southwest Florida, and it will roll through overnight tonight.
So, Trent, we are used to that kind of weather that we're going to have today in southwest Florida. Let's talk about the stuff we're not used to getting. What's going to happen this weekend? I'm
smiling because I cope with humor, right? The freeze watch is already in place here as we've got some relatively dangerous situations setting up, especially the farther inland and north you live. This freeze watch is in place already from Saturday night and Sunday morning for the interior sections of Lee, Collier, Charlotte, and Sarasota County. You notice the coastal regions left out, but Glades, Hendry, and DeSoto included. We also have a wind chill advisory from Saturday morning from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. for DeSoto County, as with the possibility here of feels-like temperatures at wind chill in the mid to upper 20s, and a wind chill watch for the inland parts of the area around the lake for Glades and Hendry, as we're anticipating again that wind to really pick up. So far, there are no freeze warnings for southwest Florida, but of course that's something we're going to stay on top of as we get a little closer to that timeline. Again, the coldest morning, which we'll detail, is Sunday, where we'll see in the mid to possibly low 30s.
Here we go, Trent. Thank you very much. With the cold coming, we're going to have to do something a lot of us in southwest Florida haven't had to do in a long time: turn on the furnace.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you haven't turned on your heat in a long time, there could potentially be some issues if all of a sudden you do flip it on. So our John Barron spoke to some experts at a local HVAC company to see what you can do today to make sure issues don't pop up tomorrow and through the weekend. So John, what'd you find out?
Yeah, as that cold weather starts to make its way here at southwest Florida, our friends over here at Comfort Zone Inc. are making sure you're taking the right precautions. Now, like I said, there's not a whole lot of times that we see this kind of cold weather make its way through southwest Florida. So that means a lot of dust and other particles can form on your furnace's heating coils. And the owner, Sam Troyer, says that these heaters are just sometimes glorified toasters. He and his team say that there are some things you can do now to make sure it's ready for this weekend.
Another really important thing to do is to make sure you're getting a qualified professional to come in and do an evaluation of the heating system once a year before you turn it on. There's a lot of high amperage electrical connections that tend to get really warm, and over time they can get hot, they can melt, things like that. So we want to make sure that those connections are all really tight, there's not any corrosion on them, just to make sure everybody's safe.
He also wants you to remember not to place anything on top of space heaters. They also need to be in a position where they are out of reach of either pets or children. And coming up in the next hour, we'll hear more from them to make sure that you guys are keeping yourselves and your family safe. For now, live in Cape Coral, John Barron, Fox 4.
All right, John, thank you very much. Our cars aren't used to this kind of cold either, and a lot of us think that if we let them run for a while so they can warm up, the engine will run better. But AAA says that's not necessary. AAA says just let it idle long enough for the time it takes to put your seatbelt on. Even in cold weather like we're expecting this weekend, driving the car normally will warm up the engine faster, and it will also reduce emissions.